Hello everyone, I am Will, and today I'll be starting a playthrough of Elden Ring. Um, with the announcement of the DLC coming out later this year, I decided I might as well start a new character because I need an endgame character that hasn't gone to New Game Plus. And since I don't have one, I might as well start a new one and record it along the way. Um, I do plan on trying to complete as much as I can. Uh, Gather all the items, talk to all the NPCs, do all their quest lines, that kind of thing. Um, and my starting class, nah, not wretched. We're gonna start with the samurai class. It's a pretty good all-around class. Starts with a good weapon, comes with a bow from the get-go, which can be useful in the early areas. It's also got a small shield, which is decent for parrying if you want to do that. And it's an okay stat spread. Claire. The keepsake. Uh, don't care for that. Don't care for that. I'll just probably stick with the rune. This will give us 3,000 runes from the get-go that we can buy stuff that we need, level up if we want to. Alright. Let's do this.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion. the loathsome dung eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A Tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Oh, that was bright. And here we are. Elden Ring. Oop. Gotta learn my controls again. I am playing on the PS5 if I forgot to mention it. Though the path be broken and uncertain, claim your place as Elden Lord. I think she wrote this message with that finger. Chapel of Anticipation. Alright. There's nothing for us to collect up here. At least not right now. We have to come back. Yes, we can come back here later, but it'll be a little while. Yeah, here we go. The tutorial boss. I don't expect to beat him. He'll probably beat us. Just like that. Yeah, I've never beaten him on the first go.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all. One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
our flasks. Yeah, I've never been able to beat the Graph Scion first go. So, Cave of Knowledge lies below, which we will do. Take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. Oh, we will. Touch grace. And we'll rest at it. Just to set our spawn point. Yeah. Normally there would be a tutorial pop-ups telling us the controls and basic concepts, but I have them disabled. The jump. Rawa fruit. Big guy. Guard break, critical. He broke his guard, that means we could do a critical attack on him. More beak. Enemies in this game have a certain amount of stance. And well, poise, stance, it's kind of interchangeably, but each attack will drain the stance meter a little bit. And if we deplete it all the way, they'll stance will be broken and they'll enter a state where you can do a critical attack against them. So that's what that little ping sound was on that one soldier. It just meant we broke his stance. We're going to do that a lot, especially for bosses. Especially for bosses. And different attacks do different amount of stance damage. That was the Ash of War Unsheath, as you can see on the left side. So, this enters a stance where I can do a light attack for a slash, heavy attack for a chop. Chop. Alright. First boss. Well, second really, but first one we can actually beat. Broke a stance. And... yeah, that's Soldier Godric, probably the easiest boss in the game. A good tutorial one, or a good one to do first, just to get your confidence going. And then, strength. Switch this out for it. There we go. And that's the Cave of Knowledge. Pretty straightforward. Again, I turned the tutorials off, so normally there would be pop-ups telling controls and whatnot, but I disabled them, so they didn't pop up. Got next Grace. We'll rest again just to get our magic or FP back up. It's that blue bar. So, imp statues requires keys. We don't have any. If we had them, they would take this barrier down. We could have started with the stone sword keys. It would give us enough to open this up if we really wanted to. I mean, there's some good items back here, but it's a pretty difficult area at the beginning of the game, so I tend not to. I wouldn't recommend it, at least not on the first playthrough. Maybe on later playthroughs. Let's see. The finger was for co-oping. The knife was, to terminate co-op. Welcome to Elden Ring, the lands between. Another grace. We'll just touch it or activate it. And we have our first NPC.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Maidenless. I am a maiden. What are you talking about?
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you, Tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a Tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you, Tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Yes, that little ray thing right there. That's the guidance of grace.
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly. To Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you, if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
Again, I'm not maidenless. I am a maiden.
It's time you to Castle if you...
Repeating himself. But yeah, this little ray thing coming off is the guidance of grace. Here, collect stuff. Small effigy. We'll activate this. Yeah, using the small effigy, we'll just put a summon sign right in front of these things that other players can summon you from. Oh, but I am playing offline, so I won't be using any of that. And we are going to avoid tall, golden, handsome over there, because we are nowhere near strong enough to fight him yet. here. Church of Ella. We'll activate the grace. Like a little anvil. Pick up smithing stone to upgrade weapons. Smithing table. We can upgrade weapons if we had enough stones. We'll get some more eventually. But first, our first merchant.
You're a Tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only Tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Any recommendations?
You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
I think
You know, you should buy a crafting essential. The kit costs, but the important.
Purchase. We will buy the kit. And the torch. I think I have a yep. Small rune. I had 20. I'll just buy some more arrows. Alright.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
Alright. Yeah, because now that we have the crafting kit, we can now craft stuff. Right now we only have a very limited selection, but some of this is actually pretty useful. Like the fire pot and the bone dart's pretty useful. But if we find finding cookbooks will increase the number of items we can create, as long as we have the materials to make. Earthly flower. Now we have some more soldiers. Bam. Got some bolts, which I won't be using a crossbow, so we can just sell that. We achieved an overkill bonus because we did more than 1.5 times his health with one attack. So it gave us an extra, I think, 20% runes. Ow. Or gave us his meat. I am surprised you did not hear me come up. Kunai. They're just throwing knives, but I am. Oop, too soon. Missed entirely. Ooh, and we have a cave. Yep. Some mushrooms. I'm not gonna do this cave now. I'm just in here to turn the grace on. To touch grace. And we got summoning pool. Alright, and then we're gonna leave. We'll come back and do it later. Probably, well, maybe not next episode, but pretty shortly. Some resins. Yeah, I just want to collect stuff along the way. Oop, resin. Stupid boar. Resin, resin. Oh, the thing's up here. How did he not hear me? Can hear the slight humming. That little glowing guy there is a scarab. And this particular one will refill our crimson tears if we beat him up. So now we got our crimson tear back. So if you see one and you're low on health or not at full health, just drink a tear, take out the scarab, and you'll be good to go. Yep. Each one of these runes has an underground area. Ah, damn it. Punk. Alright. Rune. Well, this rune has a bunch of soldiers in it, and it's gonna be it's very dangerous, so don't just run in. That guy patrolling has a bugle. If he sees you, he's gonna blow it, and everyone's gonna come running. I don't want that one. I want this one. Go. There we go. More bolts. They can drop their weapon, their shield, smithing stones too as well, and their armor set. But I hope they drop their stones because I need some more smithing stones. We'll go this way. Another spear guy. Mighty shot. Thank you. And right here is a chest. Oops. Lord Sworn Great Sword. Pretty good starting weapon if you want to go strength, but we probably won't be using it. Because I plan to do faith and dex, so I can use my incantations. Got it. Whole bunch of soldiers and one nasty knight. It's a spear knight, so I'm not very good against them. He dropped an item. That little white spark is them dropping an item. What you gonna do? Bam. Drop his gauntlets. Okay. This is a flail. Well, flail's okay. I mean, we're not going to use it either, but it's just a nice weapon to have. Alright. And these guys should have... Yep, they have wolves with them. Try to attack them. Try to lure them out one by one. we can get this ship. Oop. You came out to investigate. Nope, you don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. If we're quick, we can get a backstab on him. Bam. Like I said, there should be like 2 more wolves in here. Just sneakies. Sneaky, sneaky. Oop. Oop. I think we got the wolf's attention. Yep, wolf's attention. Luckily, one arrow will take him out. That's another reason why I like starting with the samurai. I think there's one more wolf in here. Really, there's only 2. Oh, I thought there was 3. We'll go down and claim our prize. Each ruin has an underground with a reward. And this one has Storm Stomp. It's a really good Astral War. And a Whetstone, which allows us to change Astral Wars on our weapons. Need to be a little careful, just try to clear him out a bit more. Is there anything in here? Nope. Alright, I think there's one more guy just kind of chilling right here. We'll wait for the bugle guy to go up a little bit more. Oop. We actually should wait for the night to go away. There we go. Screw these guys, try to get Mr. Bugle. None the wiser. Kind of surprised touching them doesn't aggro them. Butterflies. Oh, it started to rain. Got it. Alright, you're the last one. Ah. Yeah, we'll double chug. This guy's always dangerous. These knights are always dangerous, especially the spear ones. But yeah. Since we beat everyone here, the last person in the group rewarded us with our flask recharges. So that's what that little red glow around us was. We got map fragment. So now if we open the map, you can see all the graces we activated. We can fast travel to each grace we activated, if allowed. Man. It's gonna be a lot. That takes care of this ruin, not runes, ruins. We'll activate the grace. And then we'll rest.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
Not you two.
I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
No reason to refuse.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Spectral steed with
Use
soul.
it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
So now we can level up if we want to. But I'm gonna spend my runes on items instead of leveling up right now. So, and we can now change our astral wards with the wet blade we got from the runes. Ruins? Can't speak right. Could do a quick item management. And weapons. I'm not gonna use that, not gonna use that, keep that, keep that. Probably sell those. Alright. Now the grace is pointing us that way, but we're not going to go there. At least not for a little while. Now all the enemies respawn, but we're going to fast travel back to the church.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word? A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
Yes, I can.
As I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
Spirit calling bell and lone wolves.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erd Tree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the Two Fingers?
The rich witch Renna. Yep. Alright, Kale, got more stuff to buy.
Wait, weren't you... Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
Why, yes. But first, talk.
There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands. If the mood takes you when you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you? My people, wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now, though the Elden Ring is shattered. I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine. Perhaps you don't need to hear this, but see that no harm comes to my kin. We have a saying, we wanderers. Lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing. But if anyone dares harm us, show them no mercy. That is our code, so to speak. Just the way we are. Deeply unforgiving.
Yep. Alright, so let's see. So we need those. We'll buy them. Oh, we can't buy that. No. I'd rather not sell the big rune yet. Oh, we sell these bolts. It's another 100. Alright, so I need another 150,000, 1,200, give or take. Yeah, we don't need those.
Goodbye. Nice to do
Alright,
business.
I'll be back. I gotta buy the rest of the cookbooks anyway. Because with the cookbooks, we can craft more items. And so now we can make arrows if we need to. And I'm currently being affected by the weather. The weather is, I don't know what it's called, but the Erdtree blessing, kind of, I'll call it. So as long as this weather persists, we'll get more runes from defeated enemies. I think like 5%, give or take. Let's see, do I want to do anything else? No, I think we'll call it an episode. And thank you all for watching. This will be the first episode of my playthrough of Elden Ring. It's going to be a long series because this is a really big game. If I want to do everything, it's going to take a long time. But again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.